Hello trader, welcome to the ZFT universe. You are about to see the exciting worlds in ZFT that has garnered rewards and media features, created trading champions and financially free Filipinos, at nagpatakbo ng events all over the world. Hailed as the best trading community ever. Excited ka na ba? This is the Trading for Rookies universe. Admission is free as long as you answer all the necessary details. Bawal ang troll dito. Trading for Rookies is best for beginners with absolute zero experience. From the basics of opening accounts, reading charts, differentiating traders versus investors. Andito lahat. Libre lang ito, so take advantage. May 6 houses dito. House of Hydra, Griffin, Dragon, Chimera, Centaur, Phoenix. At namumuno sa kanila ay ang mga Kaizen Aces or the house leaders. Now, you can see the Blueprint Planet. Ang Blueprint naman ay isang online course na pwede mong i-take kahit saan, kahit kailan. Walang expiration. Kaya perfect ito sa mga busy. Blueprint teaches the basics of stocks trading. So if you're a beginner trader, this is for you. May community din ang Blueprint called Blueprint First Class. Dito, may live Q&A every month for course finishers. Kasama na sa one-time payment mo yan. Blueprint is a very affordable way to jumpstart your education in trading with technical analysis. Next, Technical Intensive. Technical Intensive ang pinakamabentang planeta sa ZFT universe. We call the traders here Titans. Mabigat ang trading nila dito, pero ang gaganda ng transformation ng traders na sumasali dito. If you're a high beginner to intermediate trader, this is for you. Lalo na kung wala ka pang system. ZFT teaches you the best-selling system you can use. Ang maganda pa dyan, pwede mo itong gamitin kahit anong trader specialty ka pa. Di ipipilit sa'yo ang momentum specialty kung trend follower ka. Along with technical analysis, may trading psychology and risk management. Titans also get to join the premier aftercare course called Trading Republic for free. Maganda dun, mamaya puntahan natin. Ngayon, dito naman tayo. This is the Immersion Program. Sa Immersion Program, ang tinuturo na dito hindi na technical analysis system. Kahit anong system meron ka, tuturuan ka nila dito kung paano mo pa mas gagalingan at i-increase ang edge mo sa market. Ang bagay na dito yung mga high intermediate to advanced traders na. Kasama na rin ang admission nila sa Trading Republic dito. Ngayon, dito naman tayo sa Masterclass. Minsan lang magbukas ang Masterclass. Iilan lang din ang pwedeng makapasok. Ito ang pinaka-comprehensive sa lahat na umaabot halos 4 to 6 months ang mentoring. It starts with the mindset, to technical analysis, at pati na rin ang immersion program kasama na din dito. Ito yata ang pinakamabigat na kurso sa buong trading universe ng ZFT. If you're ready to invest in your trading from start to finish, this is the place to go. Now. Our tour is almost finished. Our last planet is called the Trading Republic. Lahat ng citizens galing Blueprint, Technical Intensive, Immersion Program, at Masterclass ay pwedeng sumali dito. This is the community that you can ultimately go to para matulungan kang i-execute ang natutunan mo sa ibang planet sa ZFT universe. Hindi naman kasi automatic after mo matuto alam mo na rin siya gawin. Ito na yata ang pinakamasayang planeta sa lahat. May mga games, contests, cash prizes, limpak-limpak na continuous education webinars, one-on-one consultations at kung ano-ano pa. Dito mo rin matatagpuan ang mga Mavericks. Sila ang professional traders na funded ng ZFT. Mga dati lang din silang students na ngayon funded traders na. Pwede mong gawin career aspiration yun. Do you want to be a funded trader with losses covered? Dito mo lang makikita yung ganyang alaga at tiwala. So, that's it. That is the super big ZFT universe. Do you have any questions? Message us and we'll help you board one of the planets soon.
What is Trading Republic? No, wait. Who cares? The question is, what can Trading Republic be for you? And you know what they say. Show, don't tell. Join the best trading community ever.
Alright, ayun. Good evening and welcome everyone to Retrospect, no? So, this is where we're going to give you guys an update on the ZFT Capital, no? So, if this is your first time hearing about the ZFT Capital, so this is a program we launched to fund yung mga ZFT traders who are previous students, no, of our courses. So, right now, meron tayo mga funded PSE and global traders. So, guys, no, wherever you are in the world, no, type nyo dyan sa comment section kung nasan man kayo nanonood. Okay. So, yung aim ng ating ZFT Capital is to not just raise company funds, no, but to also raise trading leaders who will guide yung community natin on their trading journey as well. So, aside no from updating you guys sa performance ng ZFT Capital, no, so we're also gonna give you guys a trade walkthrough and talk about the PSE. Alright, so bago ang lahat, no, mag-shoutout muna tayo. Okay, shoutout kay Sir Manny, hello. No, kay Just Tony, Allen, Janai, and Boss Abe, no? So, welcome sa inyo guys, no? Hi kay Mariel. Alright, so, bagong lahat, no, bago natin i-welcome ang ating special guest for tonight. So, I'd like to introduce myself. Hi guys, I'm Jala. I'm one of the Mavericks who also handle the ZFT Capital. So, I trade the US market and currently I'm also exploring yung PSE and crypto market, no? So, wag na natin patagalin pa at let's introduce our special guest, no? So, yung guest natin for tonight is one of the leaders ng ZFT Mavericks and also he has been trading the markets, no, the PSE market for 6 years now. So, let's all welcome ang walang iba kundi si Boss Yuri. Boss Yuri, nandyan ka ba?
Hi, good evening, everyone.
Yun, good evening. Shoutout mo muna, boss, yung mga nakikinig sa atin for tonight.
Hi sa mga students ko from Trading Republic. And also yung mga nanonood ngayon sa Retrospect. So first time ko ngayon, no, medyo kinabahan ako.
Oo nga, the first time mo mag walk through sa performance ng ZFT Capital. Okay, so for those of you guys, no, maraming sabi mo nga first time mo na mag-walk through sa Retrospect. So if game ka, Boss Yuri, maybe you could introduce yourself.
Yeah, sure. So mag-slide na ba ako? Wait.
Yeah, sige, go lang.
Wait lang, guys. Share screen.
Alright, habang nag-share screen ka,
Ayan.
okay. Yan.
So, hi guys. Ilan ba tayo? Nakikita ko ba dito? Ilan ba tayo?
Yeah, andito sa top 68.
Oh, okay. Dami-dami pala. So, good evening sa inyo lahat. So, hi guys. Yuri, one of the senior mentors in ZFT, and been mentoring a lot of students now for more, siguro umabot na ng 500 students. So, full-time trader for now for about 2 years. I'm also handling private accounts as a private fund manager. And again, senior mentor in ZFT din. So, my interests are basically riding my motorbike. So, nagagala-gala lang from one city to another. Yun yung pinakahilig ko. And then, gaming too. So, I play Dota. So, sa mga Dota fans dyan, ongoing yung game The international main event, day 3. So, Pinoy Pride, hashtag ignition. So, sana manalo. Anyways, so yun, ano pa ba? What are things pa ba tungkol sa akin? Ay, okay, there. So, trading profile, I'm a swing trend follow na trader. Um, and I mainly use the ZFT system to trade, no? And then entries, mostly few hours of trading day unless my planned entry was hit earlier. And then exits would be profit targets and MA trails and EMA trails. So, ayun, those are the things that parang I can share to you as I am as a trader.
Yun. Thank you, boss. May question ako, boss, no, before you continue. How long have you
Mhm.
been part of the Mavericks?
Since the start, ano ba, ilan na ba? 1 year na ata or less than 1 year. Mag 1 year na ata yung Mavericks.
Right.
So, yun. Ikaw din, congratulations pala for becoming one of the Mavericks. Hi, Bidgestan, Elmer, and Mark Salabaw.
Thank you. Oo nga. Shoutout kay Mark, shoutout kay Elmer, and kay Boss Babe.
Dito din si Boss
Alright.
Karen, no?
Yan. Okay, so if ready ka na, Boss Yuri, no, maybe we could start with yung walkthrough with the current performance ng ZFT Capital.
Yeah, sure. So let's go ahead and talk about the performance of CFT Capital. Actually, it's not that great, to be quite honest. This was my first time reviewing the capital, and then I've scanned through some of the performance and um, the trades that the traders did sa cap. So let's go ahead and take a look at. So this is a ZFT Capital journal. As you can see, we're open. Tignan mo, transparent naman tayo dyan, no? The current capital is actually at a loss. So that's the overall performance ng ZFT Capital. Currently is negative 5.90. Okay, so
Boss, this is PSE lang or
this is
PSE lang
PSE
siya?
lang. Yeah,
Okay.
this is PSE. So it's a bit medyo struggling some traders and mahirap nakabawi sa mga previous months na medyo malalaki yung drawdown. So nagkaroon tayo ng port reset last June because we transferred from one broker. Galing tayo sa AAA and then we transferred to two trades. So that's the reason why we made a reset. So as you can see, this has become, this is the performance. So not included yung previous. So if we're gonna sum up the previous performance, I think we're up. The ZFT Capital is up naman. So, ayun. So, currently lang, ngayon, for the past 4 months na nagtitrade tayo, um, down. Hindi pa naka-recover yung some of the traders.
I
Now,
see.
I'm gonna discuss my own personal performance under ZFT Capital, and I can show you some trades that I did sa cap and outside the ZFT cap, so that you can learn from it. And I think this is one of the underrated things that hindi masyadong na tutukan ng mga maraming tao. So I guess let's proceed, no? Take a look at this equity curve of mine. Um, as you can see, when we started last June, I'm handling a 500,000 pesos na account under the ZFT Capital. And then as you can see, when we kita mo tong date ng June, July. So this part of the market is actually a hard market. So the market was down, and it's basically hard, you know. A lot of setups are not materializing, and then may maraming mga false breakouts, and most likely marami din na nalugi dito na part, no. So that's where I want to focus, because as you can see here, guys, if you're gonna take a look at June and July, no. So, noong June, negative 1.87%. Noong July, dun yung medyo malaki na down, 7.12% yung ZFT cap. And then if you're gonna take a look at the PSE, if you're gonna try to check what's going on with those dates, no, June and July actually were not that good sa market. July was in a downtrend. What June may mga some place. But July was a hard market for a lot of traders. Maraming bumabagsak, marami din nag-cut, right? So um I'll, let's take a look at my own personal, I mean, this before we go through my performance. Ito yung nangyari sa PSE versus sa ZFT Capital. So ZFT Capital is the yellow one, the blue one is the PSE. When the market was going down, sumunod din yung equity curve ng ZFT Capital. And unfortunately, as you can see, nung nag-recover yung market, a lot of traders was not able to recover. Parang na-stuck din yung mga traders natin sa previous performance, which is a bit sad, to be quite honest. I think as a senior mentor, I was not able to at least guide these traders, because to be quite honest too, in my part, I was focused solely on the whole community and my own personal trading too, because I'm currently handling a lot of accounts na personal accounts that I'm trading in the PSC. So medyo madami-dami na din, and then loaded na, no? But again, that's not a reason for me not to guide these traders. But anyways, going back, so when the market tried to recover, the 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 ZFT Capital medyo nag-stall siya. But I'm not gonna focus on that. I'm gonna focus here in this part. This one over here. Take a look at this one over here, and then this one over here. This part over here. So when the market was going down, the ZFT Capital was also going down. When the market was tried to recover, it tried to recover. And then when the market went down, kita niyo yung banda na to, sumunod din. So
Yeah.
parang overall, if you're gonna take a look at the performance, sumusunod lang siya basically sa index, which is what we don't like. No, what we like to see sa performance natin is basically when the market is going up, we should also be going up, accelerated. When the market is going down, we should go down a little bit or maybe stall lang. Right? That's what we want to see sa performance natin. But as you can see, sumusunod siya sa market, no? So that's going to be siguro a part where we can improve more sa mga traders natin, and hopefully we can learn from this experience. But anyways, I'd like to let you see my performance sa ZFT Capital. So I'm currently up 25%, 25.46%. So the number one trader I think under sa ZFT Capital is Baste, which is like 26%. So naiinis ako kasi
Shout out kay Baste.
na-outperform ako ng estudyante ko ng 1%, no? So,
The 1%.
congratulations kay Baste pala
Yeah,
for taking the
congratulations.
top spot. So I'm the second spot. So hopefully we would be able to have a excellent performance end of year. So I'd like to share this one over here. So as you can see, I started at 500k, no. Current equity now is 627. So I'm up 25.46%. So ito yung net gain natin sa ZFT Cap. But I'd like you to focus more about this part over here. So the average loss and average gain. Okay. And related to the number of trades that I did. So meaning in just 4 months, imagine in
4
4
months.
months, I only took
16
16 trades.
16 lang pala.
16 trades. It's so funny when people ask me, bakit, akala ko madami ka ng trades. Actually, if you're gonna ask me as a personal port ko, guys, average in 1 year, only take around 200 trades or maybe lesser. In a good market,
Mm-mm.
lesser. Lesser pa nga.
Yeah.
Dumadami lang siya pag pangit yung market kasi maraming tranches,
Maraming
maraming
cut.
break-even trades, maraming cuts, yes. But in a good market, lesser trades lang siya. So, first point that I like to share here, you don't really need to trade that much to gain, right?
Yeah.
So, parang, if you can take a look at, hindi pala, I mean, okay lang pala hindi mag-trade ng mag-trade. Okay lang pala maging picky sa trades, right? And then, trading is actually the number one thing that you need to understand about trading is that so the first thing that should be prioritized would be protecting the capital,
Yes.
right? So that should be the number one thing that you need to understand, protecting the capital, especially if um, the market is not in your favor. So dun ako medyo magfo-focus in my discussion regarding my performance, no? So
Mm-mm.
let's go ahead and take a look at some trades, sample trades. So these are some,
It's like,
hindi lahat, pero these are some trades that I did. So remember June, July was not really a good market. So maraming cut.
no,
So
per PSE.
so hindi din ako nakalampas doon. Ako din, marami ding cut. Pero here's what I like to highlight, guys, no. If we're gonna take a look at this trade of mine here. So I'd like to focus on my cut loss. So percentage cut loss. Tignan
Yeah,
nyo guys
nasa
ha.
negative 2.74,
So
negative
2.74.
1.74.
Yep. Ito
Biggest
5.
cut mo na yung negative 5%.
Yes. 5.23%. This is BHI kasi ano to eh. Malaki yung fluctuation nito eh.
Mm-mm.
And then we have ASEN 3.3, 4.86% PRMX. And then 6, ito medyo malaki PHR. 6.45, 3 and 1.2. So those are basically my cut points. And balikan ko lang to, no. Take a look at my average cut percentage. That's negative 3.61%. And yung monetary value is 2.83%. 2,836 pesos. So that's the second thing that I'd like you to focus, guys. That again, it is the first thing that I've shared earlier was protecting your capital, right? The second one would be knowing when to get out and to be able to cut your losses fast. If you're wrong, get out at a
Right.
small loss. Don't make it a big loss. Okay? And eto pa. Ito pa yung gusto kong i-share for tonight. This is just going to be quick, no? But take a look at when the market was not working, June, July, okay? Hindi lang sa pagka-cut ako mabilis. Yes, kasama yung commissions dito sa percentage loss. So, magaling tayo mag-break even, magaling tayo mag-cut. Doon ako medyo nag-focus sa capital. So, aside from that, guys, take a look at this one here. Ito yung pinaka meat of the discussion for tonight. Okay? When the market was not working June, July, tignan nyo yung how I did my allocation.
Right. Tatanong ko din sana, boss, paano yung allocations mo per trade?
Right. So let's take a look at the allocation. It's on the right side. So kita nyo ba yung allocation ko per trade is
Right.
9.16%.
9.6%.
Ito medyo malaki nga, 17%, 16.81%. And then despite of ito 18%, ito 9%. So let's take a look at other trades. 10%, 10%, 15%, 23%.
Right. Biggest
Okay.
na yung 23.
Yes, biggest na yung 23, right? Pero as you can see, although it's big, but tignan mo yung mga loss na tinitake ko.
Right.
So, negative 1.50%. So, that's like com loss lang. Right? In this allocation, 15%, that's 1.20%. It's com loss as well. So, ito mga 10%, ito lang yung lumalagpas ng at least 2%, no? Kakaroon ng negative 3, negative 6%. balikan ko lang ulit dito. So, negative 4% on a 10% allocation. Ito, medyo pumalya, 18%. But still, within the range of the cut loss. No? So, hindi nga siya umabot ng 1 VAR. Kasi 1 VAR dito is 5,000. Ang cut dito is 3,900 lang. So,
Right.
this one, medyo lumpas ng 1 VAR, BHI, because again, this is a liquid stock. So, medyo, um,
BHI.
ano siya, no? Nagkaroon tayo ng slippage there. But still within the VAR, right, na 1%. And then this one, 17% allocation, that's basically, ayan, negative 1.67, 2 points. So, ganun ako mag-cut, ganun ako mag-allocate when it comes, when the market is not good. So, kaya sinasabi ko lagi sa mga students natin inside here, it is a must that you need to know about market recognition to be able to
Right.
recognize about when do you become an aggressive trader, when do you scale up as your trade progress, when do you scale down. Kasi nakita natin, balikan natin, no, sa bandang part na to. So, anong nangyari is June loss tayo ng mga traders natin. In July, nagkaroon pa tayo ng big loss, which is supposed to be, kung titignan niyo sa PSC natin, it was a downtrend market. It was a short-term downtrend. Bumabagsak yung market na to. And then, a lot of traders pa rin unfortunately, has been making, aggressive trades. No? Doing more than 1 VAR, 2 VAR siguro. But as you can see, like I've mentioned before, earlier, I'm sorry, na pag bumabagsak, tingnan mo, June. This was June. This was when the market was going down, July, ayan, June,
Mhm.
di ba? Ayun yung mga hina-highlight ko na the allocations that I did were very, very small. We're just tranches, no? We're just tranches. It's not even full allocation. So that's one thing that I need you to understand, guys, na if it's a hard market, if the market is not going in your direction, if the setups are not working for you, there's no need to trade at full allocation. You can just poke, do
Mm-mm.
tranches. Ang gusto kasi ng iba, kahit pangit yung market, pag nakita setup, dapat, volume para pag tumaas, edi mabawi yung loss. Diba?
Oo,
That's the
tama.
typical mindset. That's what the 90% of the losing traders think. If you want to be part of the 10% or maybe the 5% or even the 1% traders who really strive in the market, you gotta understand that it's more about being defensive when the stream is not same kayo ng stream, no? Papunta pa
Right.
front yung stream, ikaw, I mean, papunta sa'yo, ikaw papunta doon sa in front, no? So, as much as possible, when the stream is not same sa'yo, just be defensive. Chill lang, um, tranche, and then afterwards, poke. The one thing that you need to understand is you need to poke. Try to probe. If the market up, poke ko nga if okay pa ba. Poke nga, okay,
Right.
pangit pa. Medyo high blood pa yung market.
Parang testing the waters muna.
Yes, exactly. So now let's take a look at the winners that I did naman. So ito,
Mm-mm.
hindi ko alam nagka-error yung all HC trade ko, but this was maganda sana yung gains din dito. So all HC trade ay, ewan ko ilang percento. The allocation was a bit good. So this was the time na sabi ko, oh, okay, so the market is actually nagiging okay na. And then I have also break-even trades, with swing trades on the downtrend, 15 allocation at 1%. So break-even. And then this one over here, LM, a little win at 16%. And then as you can see, Tech another little win, 1%. And then, so this was on June, guys, no? So may mga break-even trades tayo na 2%, 1%, 2%. So as you can see, hindi lang pala ako magaling mag-cut, mag-manage ng allocation. Also, I recognize as well when to get out when the setups are not working. I can actually
Mm-mm.
do break-even trades. So, we are getting out at 1%, 2%, 1.16%, still a win, right? But those
Right.
little wins, doon mo matitignan, okay, So, mga setups na tinitake ko, um, okay, may mga cuts. Ito naman, hindi masyadong tumutuloy. So, poke pa rin ng poke, probe pa rin ng probe, up until you see that the market is actually turning. So, let's take a look at some big wins that I did. So, 16 trades lang yung tinake ko dito, guys, no?
Nga,
So,
16.
sobrang late lang. So, let me go ahead and share to you this trade of mine here. So, GMA 7 and Converge. So, let's take a look at this one. This is as June, no, na mga trades natin. So, as you can see, nagiging malaki na yung allocation on these winners. And then as you can see, may mga tranches na tayo. Right?
Right.
So, take a look at this. This is the first time that you would be seeing na, umabot ng 30%
Malaki
allocation.
na allocation.
Malaki na, right? Malaki na. Because I see
Kanina
that
mga
these
10 and
trades,
15.
yes, exactly. Um, now I'm seeing that these trades are working. I'm basically adding to the trades that are working. You know, the winners that are working, I'm actually adding to them. So, ang problema kasi sa mga traders is that 30% allocation agad, 25% allocation agad. Naka-VAR naman yan, okay lang yan, di ba? 25 allow, naka-VAR naman yan, 1%, 2%. Pero hindi nila alam, they don't understand that kahit naka-VAR ka, kahit naka-allocation ka, po allocation mo naka-VAR ka, ang problema dito, pag the market is not sang-ayon sa'yo, sang-ayon sa mga setups mo, if it's not a good market, if it's a choppy market, and then you keep on trading, death by 1,000 cuts yung nangyayari sa'yo. And this is going to be a cycle for a lot of traders. Pabagsak yung market, yung allocation nila, pataas.
Right.
Diba? Ganon. So, ang nangyayari, since mataas yung allocation nila, naging aggressive sila, even though the market is going down, nagkakaroon tayo ng drawdown. Malaki ng drawdown. So, 2 months, 3 months na malaki yung drawdown, maybe negative 30%, negative 25%, negative 20%. So, itong drawdown na to, malaki kasi they're being aggressive on a downtrend market. So, ano nangyayari? When the market tries to reverse, when it's trying to reverse already, these traders
Nawawala ng confidence.
nawawala ng confidence. Exactly. And they start to question the market. Hindi. Pangit pa yung market, babagsak pa yan. Hindi tumutuloy yan. Kasi nga, wala ka ng confidence to take the trade because you've been in a losing streak. You've been in a huge drawdown. Diba? You don't have the confidence to press the buy button. Right? So, anong nangyayari dito? When the allocation, yeah, exactly. So, anong nangyayari dito? When the market is trying to reverse, these traders are in denial and ang allocation nila bumababa. Right? So, nagbe-break even trade sila dito kasi takot na eh. Diba? Nagka-cut na so, tumataas yung market, get in, tapos pagbalik, okay, break even. Tapos, or nag-retest lang, okay, alis agad. Kasi bakit? Hindi na nila na-follow yung setups nila because nga, they're trying to protect as much as possible because they're in a losing streak. The confidence is very low. So, from being an aggressive, aggressive sila dito, being aggressive allocation, naging defensive sila dito.
Right, which is baliktad, no? As you're saying, no, kung paano tayo dapat in terms of market recognition. I think if on a downtrending market, we should be defensive dapat, no? So, I think yun yung one of the points na you're making right now. And also, when it comes to kapag nag-reverse na yung market, I think that's when we should be aggressive na, right?
Exactly. That's right. That's right. So, again, sinasabi nila, be water, my friend. No? Sabayin niyo yung market. When the market is going down, dapat yung allocation nyo should also be going down. So, huwag niyong gayahin yung mga trader na allocation, being aggressive, tataas. Huwag niyo sundan. When the market is not giving you setups, when the market is not, cooperating, it's a hard market. A lot of traders has been using, huwag kayong mag-aggressive. It's okay to chill, So, again, balikan ko lang, when the market tried to reverse, these traders tend to baba yung confidence, malit yung allocation. So, habang tumataas, ito pa yung funny thing about this. This is really a market cycle. The market is trying to continue to go up, right? And these traders nakakita, nagigina yung mga ibang traders. Left and right, may gain na, may nagigain na. Bakit ako, ano pa rin, losing pa rin? So, ano nangyayari? FOMO gets in, right?
Right.
This thoughts of being, okay, sige, since these setups are already working, I'd be aggressive again.
Mm.
So, ano nangyayari, Jella? Usually, pumapasok sila banda dito.
Right. Kung
Okay?
kailan sobrang parabolic na ng market.
Exactly. They don't realize na, end of the trend na pala. I mean, at least, malapit na mag-end. So, nangyayari, the market is going up. Okay, sabi nila, okay to nagiging aggressive, tumataas yung market. And then, nagkakaroon ng mga pullbacks. So, in denial pa sila, hindi, okay, continue to. And, tapos lower high na, tapos bam,
Yun
babagsak
pala
yung market.
topic na.
Topish na pala pumapasok sila. Diba?
Right.
And dito ka nagiging aggressive sa bandang to. And then, nagkakaroon na ng loss. Yung negative 30% mo, nagiging 50% na. Or worse, nagiging 60% na.
Right. Yun.
Okay?
Naalala ko lang din, boss, no? Dati meron kang shinare sa tribe, sa TR na kung paano yung mindset ng paggagamble, tapos yung with your every bet, sabi mo parang, yun nga, meron tayong mindset na kapag puro ka losing streak, like sa pinaka-end ng bet mo, dun ka magbe-bet ng malaki. Parang if
Yeah.
you could share that also to our listeners.
Yeah. Actually, natanong ko to Part of us market psychology or trading psychology is, understanding human behavior talaga.
Yeah.
We humans tend to be more aggressive when we're losing, and then more defensive when we are winning. So sobrang baliktad, no? So I've shared this last time, no? So let's say for example, nag-basketball kami ni Badong, no? Or let's say for example, naglaro tayo ng or volleyball, Jella. So pustahan tayo, di ba? So
Right.
let's say nagpustahan tayo. So first game, pustahan tayo ng siguro 5,000 pesos. So just ano lang, example lang for one
Mm-mm.
volleyball game. So natalo ka 5K,
Right.
right? And then the next game, sabi ko, okay, Banse, second game, 5K ulit, 'di ba?
Mm-mm. Right.
So, volleyball. And then the second time, natalo ka. Another 5K, 'di ba? And then sabi ko, okay, Jella, gusto mo pa bang maglaro third game, all in? So meaning pag natalo mo ako, 10K. 10K
Okay.
mananalo ka 10K. Pero pag
Mm-mm.
natalo ka, of course, 10K din talo mo. Pero you have a
Right.
chance to break even,
Mm-mm.
'di ba? Usually what people do is that they take that so-called opportunity to break
To break
even,
even.
yes, without thinking that they're actually putting themselves into a deeper pit. 'Di ba? The risk is much more bigger na compared sa mga previous na ginawa mo. 'Di ba? So they take that, okay, sige, ite-take ko. 'Di ba? A lot of people will go, sige, all in na 'yan. 'Di ba? All in na 'yan. Kasi pag nanalo ako dito, break even na. Solve na yung problema ko. And that's what people, think that they wanna go into the path of that shortcut, to wipe all their losses. That's desperate move already.
Mm-mm.
That's a desperate move. And a lot of people or a lot of traders has been falling onto that trap, trapped by the market. And the market is designed na maraming nananalo. I mean, sorry, maraming natatalo. It is designed na ganun. And again, paulit-ulit ko sinasabi to, no? 90% of the traders lose in the market in the long run. It has never changed since 19 forgotten up until now. It has never changed. No, in the long run, 90% of these traders lose in the market, you know. And if you think like what the 90% traders think, don't wag kang magulat na after like a year or 2 or 3 years, you know, you'd stop trading or maybe blow up your account, right? So,
Right.
you know, as a trader, you need to understand the psychology behind your game, which is trading. So the proper way to do it, the right thing to do it is this. Pag natalo ka, 5K, di ba? Sabi natin, volleyball, one-on-one. Talo ka 5K. So, sa second game, you should lower this one. You should lower it to maybe 4K. Di ba? Okay, 4K muna. Di ba? And then
Mm-mm.
the third game, niyaya ka, you don't go with a 10K bet. You don't go all in. Instead, you just still lower down this amount. So, 3K muna. Di ba?
Right.
So, pag natalo ka sa tatlong laro na yan, hindi ka wipe. You know? Hindi ka wipe. Pero pag nanalo ka, you'll be given a chance. That spark of confidence papasok na okay, this is my A game. 'Di ba? I have this chance
Mm-mm.
already. Okay, nanalo ko eh. May spark of confidence na maybe the next few games or the next few trades ma, 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 nanalo ako, and then I can scale up to these winners. So that should be the mindset when it comes to long-term trading. We're not talking about gaining 1 million in just a week or a month, trading crypto or going all in sa mga stocks ng PSE. No, that's not sustainable. Believe me, I've seen traders who made like 10K or 20K or 50K, and then naging 500K or maybe 1 million, and then after 1 year wala na.
Right. Yeah, actually, personally, no, na-experience ko yung ganyan. And it's, alam mo yun, our trade, yung mga ZFT mentors, no, they've always been reminding us na tipong, kapag may losing streak ka, dapat lower down your allocation. Eh, ako yung, tigas ng ulo ko. So, I experienced na tipong, na-experience ko before sa US market, Boss Yuri, na, ayun, ang tataas ng gains, ganyan, 100%, 200% ng port, ganyan. Tapos, nung nag-reverse
Mm.
yung market, sabi ko, okay, I'm just gonna be aggressive then on my risk management, ganyan, on my allocations, ganyan. Then, yun, doon tayo, doon ako personally na sampal ng market na sabi niya na parang, okay, dapat hindi ganon. Right? So, now,
Yeah.
mas, iba talaga yung experience na alam mo yun, nandun ka sa moment na nabalik mo yung gains mo. Right? So it was a really humbling experience for me also to be able to gain and at the same time lose those gains, and at the same time no parang moving forward ano yung gagawin natin, right? And now you're telling us no dito sa ZFT Capital review natin na dapat the right na mindset when it comes to like yun nga losing streaks ganyan and pangit yung
Mm.
market is to dapat lower down talaga yung allocation, which is something na
Yes.
yun nga I've learned also inside Trading Republic, and people
and
have been
and
reminding us.
And to be quite honest, I've experienced the same thing. Kahit sinabihan ako dati na, pangit yung market, be defensive. Hindi ka makikinig eh. Di ba? Hindi ka makikinig. Up until masampal
Gus
ka.
ulo.
Tigas ulo, di ba? Up until masampal ka and all that. Kasi, andun yung euphoric moment when you had big wins in a good market. But when the market
Right.
starts to reverse, when the market starts to be choppy, hindi mo namamalayan. Kasi ano ka pa eh, bago ka pa sa market eh, hindi ka pa masyadong exposed sa market eh. You cannot see na, alam, mahirap na pala yung market. So why am I being aggressive?
Right.
So basically like that. So I'd like to share some things here. Ayan, this is one of my trades that I did pala on Converge. So
Yun. 100%.
this is one of the outliers that we were able to trade. So when I saw that the market is actually there's one stock that is so strong, and the parang outlier talaga to market na to, masyadong malakas. I mean, isang stock na to masyadong malakas. That's the reason why I decided, okay, so since it's working, these setups are working, I'll be now trying to add on this winner because it's working. The setup is working. The market is actually now trying to reverse, and it's actually very good already. So doon ako naging, probe, and then, okay, naging okay. Yung market, kumusta ba? Okay, hindi pa. Pero so, let's be defensive muna. So, add, and then, okay, naging okay yung market, and then, boom, be aggressive. So, but take a look at this Converge gain that we did also sa CFT Cap. That's
88.
88.12%. And then, kita mo, tranches yan. Yung GMA, dalawang tranches. And, hindi mo nakakita never ka makakita na nagkaroon ako ng tranches marami or isang malaking allocation in just one buy. Pinakamalaki mo nakita is 23% in just one buy. And then the loss was also controlled. Pero
Mm-mm.
for the winners, this significant winners, nagkaroon talaga tayo ng, probing talaga. Poke, probe, and then it works, go in. Scale up, scale up, scale up. So ganun dapat ang mindset mo moving forward. Now, is 25% is
Saan mo 'to
20
book
per
binili? Sorry. Like,
ano?
anong date mo dito sa chart binili? Si Converge?
I started buying Converge at this level and then maybe
Mm.
added here and then added here somewhere and then trail along the way.
Right.
I think may mga ads pa ako dito pero hindi ko na maalala. So, if I'll be sharing some things that you can use moving forward, guys. No? So, trading is never compulsory. Okay? So, here's the plan. Um Put aside any feelings of FOMO, you know, because the market is not doing well. It's not your market. Not today. Just let it go. Um, if you're gonna take a look at, is 25% performance on 4 months a excellent performance? For me, it's sakto lang. Parang okay lang, not so bad, not so good. But if you're gonna compare it to the 90% of the traders, you're still, within the 10%. You're up. Imagine if the market is going down and then a lot of traders has been losing and ngayon up ka ng 25%. And that's what
Mm.
actually professional trading is, you know. Um what you want to see kasi is that from 0% to 100% in just 1 month or 2 months. That's what usually people want. And that's the
Yeah,
reason why a lot of traders go into crypto market, the Binance, because there's
right.
leverage. Mas mabilis
Mm.
nila makita yung 100%, 200%. That's a psychology trap eh. For me, that's feeding your mind na okay, mabilis yung kitaan dito, mabilis yung kitaan dito. But if you're gonna take a look at professional trading in a macro perspective, it's more about being defensive and going in and scaling in when the market's going good, and then making use of the compounding power of the market. Imagine 25% in 4 months. What can I do for 1 year? I can still, my goal is from 0 to maybe 5%, and maybe from 5% to 10%, and maybe go down to 8%, 7%, and go up to 12%, and then 20%, and then 25%, and then 50%, maybe go down 40%, 70%, and 100%. That's how you do it. So, wag kang mag-isip na parang 0 to 100, tapos after 100, 200% agad. So, maraming nagbo-blow up na account na yan. Promise guys, I assure you, and that's the reason why sa trading technical intensive natin sa January,
January.
January technical intensive, one of the premium courses that we offer in Trading Republic and in ZFT is one of the highlights there would always be the risk management. You'd pinapound talaga namin sa mga ulo ng mga students na to how important risk management is. Kahit alam
Right.
namin sobrang tigas ng mga ulo ng mga to, no, but we highlight how we do risk management in a proper way. Kasi to be quite honest, no, it's so easy to gain in the market, right? There's 100 ways to gain in the market. It's so easy. Makabili ka lang ng mga high flyers left and right. Madali lang kumita eh. Ang problema doon is keeping those gains and protecting your profit, your capital.
Right. Dun tayo
Protecting your
nagkakaiba.
capital, yeah, protecting your capital and then keeping the profits. Ang dali kumita eh. Ang problema lang, would you be able to keep the profits? Because truth is like I've shared inside Trading Republic, you'd only get a couple of these high flyer trades in 1 year. Maybe in a 1 quarter, two high flyers, or maybe one high flyer, and then the rest, are cuts and break even trades. So the more you are good at protecting your profits, protecting the capital, the more you are good at cutting losses, protecting your gains, the more you are at your performance na potentially, magkakaroon ng massive gain and massive performance because those break-even trades or cut loss would eat out yung massive gains mo. So, dapat magaling ka talaga mag-break even, magaling ka mag-cut ng losses. Kasi
Right.
kakainin lang yung mga big gains. Mga problema, big gains ka nga, 100%, 200%, pero yung kakainin ng yung mga trades din na sorry, sa mga big gains na yun are also big losses. Right? And then, or maybe, you know, um, hindi masyadong malaki, saktong losses, pero napakarami. Di ba? So, at the end of 1 year, down pa rin ng, 20%, 10%, or break even pa rin. So yun, you gotta understand it. And then, here's the second one. Again, trading is never compulsory. There are many options for learning. So do not trade at all. Simply check mo lang yung galaw ng market, be in sync with the market, build confidence in reading trends, and market recognition. Ano ba yung nagiging market natin? Nagiging malakas ba or pangit pa ba? Ano ba yung ano ba yung current trend? And ano ba yung potential probable future path ng market natin? So that's what you do. You don't need to trade. You don't need to trade. If you're losing streak, if the market is not working for you, you don't need to trade. It's not compulsory. Again, trading is never compulsory, guys. Or what you can do is simulation trade. Build your confidence. You can do, we have in Investa, we have like simulation trades na pwede kang mag-trade doon, or maybe paper trading. That's
Right.
going to be build your confidence. If nakita mo, if these trades are working already, then maybe you can probe on your real portfolio, or you can already poke and probe and see if okay na ba, hindi na ba galit yung market, nakakilit din na ba siya, hindi na ba siya nananapak, di ba? Parang sa jowa mo lang yan, di ba? Pag galit, di ba? Ano ka lang, probe ka lang, baby, sorry na, okay na ba tayo? Bigay ka ng konting pagkain, chocolates and all that, up until she shows na, okay, sige, good market na, so okay na, 'di ba? Pwede namang lambing or something like that. Pero if she is on a high emotion, naggalit pa, tapos rekta lambing ka, masasapak ka, Brad. 'Di ba? Parang wala 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 akong mood para magpaglambing sa'yo. Suntukin kita diyan or something like that, 'di ba? So you really
Right.
need to know when to be aggressive and when to scale in and out of the market. So that's number one. I mean, I think that's the most important part of it. So with that, I'd like to end this presentation with this one. Trading is optional and learning is not. You can still learn. I mean, you can still not opt to not to trade if it's not working, but you don't need to stop learning. Learning is not optional. As if you want to be a successful trader, even though the market is not in a good condition, you do not stop looking at it. So ito yung mga problema. Like I've mentioned before, when the market is bad and then they see that the performance is going down, okay, pabayaan ko muna market, hindi muna ako titingin ng market. I'll just do stuff
Right.
here. Yun yung mga usual, 'di ba? Yun yung usual what I hear sa mga other mentors or whatever YouTube na maririnig ko. Pag pangit yung market, guys, ano muna, huwag niyo muna tignan yung market, labas muna. No. If you wanna
Right.
be if you
Totoo
wanna
yan.
be successful trader, if you wanna have a super performance, you don't stop looking at the market. You stop trading, but you don't stop looking at the markets. Kasi yung instinct, yung feel mo sa market mawawala eh.
Tama.
Mawawala eh. So, you don't listen to the gurus you hear, oy, na okay lang,
Huwag ka
pagpangit
muna
yung market
mag-trade
guys.
ng profit.
Wag muna mag-trade. I mean, wag mo nyo tignan yung market.
Crypto
Do
muna.
your, so lipat muna ibang market or do other stuff muna or whatever. You don't do that. If you wanna have good performance, if you really wanna excel, dedication talaga eh.
Right.
Dedication talaga. Don't stop looking at the market. I'm not saying be there 8 to 1 p.m. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that end of day, maybe look at some price, look at the index, look at some stocks that you're looking at, spend like 10 to 15 minutes looking at the market, and then do your charting, do your watch listing still. Diba? Oh, ang ganda ng sinabi ni Ralph dito, you lose what you don't lose. That's actually correct. I definitely agree with it. You know, so don't stop, building the right habits for you to be a successful trader. Chart pa rin, 'di ba? Review pa rin. Tignan mo pa saan ka pwede mag-improve. Because again, trading is optional, learning is not. When you stop learning, you start dying. So I guess that's the end of my retrospect presentation for tonight, and I hope you guys learned something today or maybe refreshed, no? So do you have
Right.
open? I think we may Q&A ba tayo, Jella?
Yeah, we'll open the we'll open the public for questions. So merong question na actually dito. So sabi ni Nilton, ask ko lang kung okay lang ba na 100% port allocation buy on tranche adding winning position.
Okay. So here's the thing. Okay, very interesting question. Yung all-in na port allocation on tranches. Is it okay? Okay, so I'll answer it. Two answers for that. Yes and no. Okay.
Yes or no?
So, yes and no. No, okay, no. Ito, highlight ko lang na. Never do one buy now all in. Don't ever do that. Okay, that's a recipe for disaster. Um, so you don't do it, the 100% allocation. But you know if the stars are aligning, the market is good, and then you see that this stock that you're seeing is really very good, you can do concentrated bets, meaning you can still go 80 or 100% port allocation on that one stock. That's what we call concentrated bet, but you never do it in one buy. You must always do it in tranches. Kasi you can have 100% port allocation, but if it goes sideways, um, you still lose like 1% or 2% of your VAR. That can still be possible. But that's not for everybody, ah. Caveat lang, no? That's not for everybody. It takes a lot of practice, it takes a lot of guts, it takes a lot of balls. Sorry for the word, but you need to have that stomach to withstand that, that kind of allocation. Or else, magsusunog ka lang ng pera.
Right. Ikaw ba, Boss Yuri, personally, have you done that? Na tipong you were all in a certain stock?
Yeah, converge. It's sa
Convert.
mga, yeah, pinaka-recent, that's like my other port, I've been handling around 6 ports already. So all of the ports has converged. One port there has 80% allocation. ZFT Capital is like around 40 or 30, was it? Allocation. Some
Mm.
ports has 100% allocation, just scaling up and up and adding to my winners. So yeah, I do that. I do that. I do massive. I mean, I do concentrated bets on stocks that are. I see that it's working, and it has higher chances to still continue going up. So
Right.
makikita niyo talaga guys sa equity curve ko. Ganito lang 'yan. Isang massive win, ganyan, malaki allocation, tapos cut, 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 break even, break even, break even, cut, small win, cut, tapos big win. Tapos cut na naman, cut, cut, small win, break even trades, ganyan. Tapos malaking gain. So ganun usually yung equity curve ko. Sa mga traders na parang who wants that excitement, ganito yung equity curve na. One big win, one big loss. Tapos break even, one big win, tapos malaking loss. Tapos loss, 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 loss. One big win, massive loss. Ganon, hanggang negative or maybe break even. So, yung equity curve na ganito, pang ano yan? That's not a good equity curve to see.
Right. Okay, so what we want, no, parang yung sa price action din ng mga stock, may short
Yeah.
pull.
Yes, short pullback and higher highs, higher lows. Because
Mm.
you're never gonna be right 100% of the time.
Right. Okay, next question, boss, no, kay Snap Blocker. Sabi niya, is it good to have many trades with small gains, which gives you more percentage of wins?
Um, there's so many ways to skin a cat. In my case, I'm a trend follower swing trader, so you'd really see me na small losses tapos big wins. So my win rate is mababa, right?
Right.
So, but there are other traders too that are day traders and scalpers that take advantage of those frequency of the trades. So they trade more, they trade aggressive with small wins and then maybe smaller losses. So
Yeah.
it's not really about the percentage of win. Um, ano yan eh, if you know about, isa pa sa mga matuturo natin sa technical intensive guys, no, on January, would
Yeah.
be how to, calculate your expectancy and how to improve as a trader using your stats. So some other traders prefer nila higher win rate and then low percentage wins, right? Pero ang number of trades, marami. May mga traders din na low frequency of trades and then low win rate pero massive gains, massive percentage of gains. So as a trader, walang one size fits all. You really got to understand who you are as a person and who you are as a trader, and then build your system around that. So
Right.
that's that.
Yun. Okay, next question kay Mark. Sabi niya, what have you learned yourself as a trader recently?
Okay, so this is a very interesting question. Yan, shout out kay Mark.
Shoutout
So
kay
ito
Mark.
guys, no, nakakatawa, no? Wala na akong ibang na-learn recently, but I mean, lately na around trading, kasi majority of it, naging ano na lang, parang reminders and all that. Pero na-learn ko talaga na never make cash advances in the market. So, kunyari, may panalo kang trade, open pa yung trade, guys. Huwag ka mag-cash advance na, okay, bili ako cellphone kasi may nanalo na ako. Hindi pa
Nako.
close yung trade, ha? Hindi pa close yung trade, ha? So, bili ako cellphone kasi panalo tong trade na to. So, at cash advance market, thank you very much. And then, the next day, stock goes down and flushes all your gains, all your paper gains, and you end up break even or maybe a loss. So, you end
Right.
up utang ka na tuloy sa market. So yun yung isa sa mga naging na-learn ko sa sa market recently. So yun yung ginawa ko actually, guys. Nakakatawa kasi we made heavy allocation on one stock and then up na siya ng 15% or maybe 12%. And then sabi ko, oh, laki na ng gains ko ah. Bili nga ako bago cellphone. The next day bumagsak as in wipe all the gains and then ended up break even or maybe loss pa nga ng konti. So, wag yung gawin yan, guys. Wag yung
Right. So, no, pero, seriously, no, I think, dapat talaga, we treat a trade as a win kapag na-cash out na natin or kapag,
Yes,
kapag
exactly. When it's
exit
already
na
in your
natin.
bank, it's already on your bank, no? Doon ka na
Right.
kahit liquid ka na nasa broker mo na hanggang di yan pumapasok sa bank mo. As in, wag
Hindi
mo na
yan
talaga.
win.
So I learned it the hard way.
Win.
Tatawa ako. Ay nako.
Hi. Shoutout sa'yo, Mark, no? Congratulations ulit, no? Siya yung ating Millionaires Cup Investa champion, no? So, shoutout sa'yo. Okay, my question dito si
Yes.
Mariel, what can you advise daw sa mga 1 to 2 years pa lang na nagtitrade?
Set your expectations right. You're not gonna be a millionaire after like a month or two, even though if you attend the most prestigious course in the entire market. It does not work that way. Doctors again will usually take around 8-10 years to be good doctors. Engineers nagsuschool yan for 5 years to be engineers, and then afterwards, after mo maging engineer, I mean after mo mag-graduate, maging engineer after 5 years na aral, don't expect na magkakaroon ka ng 100,000 agad sweldo, 'di ba? Yun yung
Right,
expectation
totoo.
eh. And then here you are attending a course prestigious orders. You paid 40,000, 50,000, 100,000 for 2 months or maybe 3 months or maybe 1 month, and then afterwards you expect that you get paid 1 million. Baliw ka ba? Diba? Be realistic, 'di ba? Yun yung expectation after mo take ng course. Okay, million agad sweldo. Engineer nga 5 years. Hirap nga magkasweldo 100,000,
Yeah.
200,000 eh. You really start small pa lang, 'di ba? And then
Totoo,
build your
totoo.
way up. So set your expectations right. It trading is just the same with other
Yeah.
just the
It's
same with
also
other
profession kasi.
yeah, profession, but it's like 100 times much harder.
Harder.
Yeah, it's a hundred
It is,
times
yeah.
much harder lang talaga. So
I
ayun.
agree. Okay, next question kay Albert Reyes. Sabi niya, kailan po magandang bumili ng stocks? Opening po ba or closing?
Depends upon the strategy that you're using. But if you're um, a person that cannot monitor the markets in the morning, especially if you have like 8 to 5 job or 8 to 4 job, then I believe that kahit closing lang or maybe 12, mga ganun na mga time. We have a student who is in ano ba yun si Melvin? Saan nga si Melvin? Basta Muslim country, UAE or something like that. Tapos yung 8 a.m. nila is like 12 na dito. So
Yeah,
pagising
so
niya
4
or 7
a.m.
a.m.
Yeah,
Tama
4
ba?
a.m. Bale 4 a.m. sa kanila, sa UAE, opening ng PSE.
Market. So closing doon mga around 8 or something.
Ganun.
Or yes, something like that or mga 7. Tapos alas 12 na doon. So parang UAE ata, yeah. That's right. So parang he just look at the market during 12 and just make use of conditional orders. Shout out pala, no? After like 5 years, nagkaroon na tayo ng conditional orders sa Pilipinas. 4
Oo
years
nga.
pala, 4 years last year or 2 years ago. Kasi,
Yeah.
'di ba? Sobrang huli na natin. So make use of the technology, make use of the app that can text you or notify you when ando na yung entry mo or exits mo and stuff like that.
Right. Okay, kaya sabi ni Emmanuel, after closing the trade of a certain stock, is it better to not look at that stock after closing the trade?
After closing the trade of certain days, but not to look. No, don't do that. Don't do that. So ito yung isa sa mga mali na mindset ng mga tao. After you close it, after you sold it, diba gain ka na, Emmanuel. Of course, the reason why you sold, it's because alam mo, parang in a way na top na siya or TP na siya. So the next
Yeah.
expectation will be, babagsak siya, right? Kasi
Mm-mm.
hindi ko nang bebenta kung alam mo to tataas pa yan eh. Di ba? You're not gonna sell if you think tataas pa yan. You're gonna hold. But the reason why you sold, because you're thinking that target price hit na and then babagsak na to or nasa resistance na. And then what they do is that once after the sell, hindi na titignan. And then usually what happens is it's still gonna continue. And then binigyan ka pa sana ng entry to make a buyback. So I
Right.
think still monitor the stock. Maybe it's gonna still make another run and then sayang opportunity.
Yeah. Also, I see that as parang ego or pride. Kasi kapag kunyari, nakita natin na tumaas yung stock, tapos lagi natin iisipin, bakit ba hindi ako nag-buyback? Ganyan, no? So,
Yeah,
I think,
yeah,
di ba? Yeah.
definitely.
So, yun, always have a buyback plan and always think this way, na tipong, it doesn't matter na if hindi mo alam kung what will happen next, right? What matters most, I think, is that we know when to enter again.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Right, okay. Next question, sabi ni Paul, Sir Yuri, what do you advise sa mga small port pa lang? Okay, so for this one, I remember kasi yung story mo regarding how before you started with a small port, maybe you could also share that.
Yeah, I started small port naman din, guys. I started like 5,000 opening account lang ng Call Financial. And then the sweldo, add lang yan, 20K, naging 25K and trade. Up until nakachamba, nagkaroon ng parang 30% gain just one stock tapos all in pa. Very good, di ba?
Very good.
Mamita.
Kanina sinasabi mo wag mag-all in.
Hindi, dati yun. Dati yun.
Yeah, yeah, oo.
Tapos, kumita and then, buti na lang nag-withdraw, no? And then added some more and then the market slapped me in the face and then, nalugi and then mas nabawi pa yung gains and then mas nalugi pa and all that. So, I think the best advice I could give you is invest in yourself first. It sounds cliche, and a lot of people have been telling that, but that's the truth. Build yourself, your confidence first. Build your system. Build your trading career. Build it. The business side of trading, the technical side of trading, the psychology
Mhm.
part of trading. Build it, and then add pag sweldo or bonus. Add on it konti-konti, and
Yeah,
then if you see a significant na gain, let's say for example, you started with 10,000 or maybe 15,000 or maybe 20, and then you reach a certain amount of, let's say, 50. So afterwards, don't add anymore. Like punta ka lang sa pinaka pwedeng optimal trading account, which is like around 50. I think pwede na in the PSE, or maybe
right.
100. Yeah, so mahirapan ka pa pag 5K. I'm not saying not possible, but medyo hirap, right?
It's
For
possible, but
risk
yeah, yeah.
management, tranches, and all that. So I think the best sweet spot siguro is 100K, and 50K is actually okay na. So if you reach that point, you stop adding on it and then invest more on yourself and your system. Build your system first. Kasi if you see that hindi ka pa kumikita, so there's no point in adding on it, right?
Right.
So invest in yourself. Maybe attend some seminars, pay seminars, or maybe buy books that can help you have the right mindset. Anything that will, that you can build as a trader. Focus more on it.
Right. I'd like to add dyan sa ano 'no, sa sinabi mo, Boss Yuri. Kasi I've noticed that a lot of especially yung mga younger generation 'no, na they've been asking me na, "Meron akong 5K ganyan, meron akong 3K, anong puwede kong gawin para lumago ito sa stock
Mhm.
market?" But
Mhm.
I mean, first and foremost, what we need to do if for example, eto lang yung eto currently yung money na willing tayo invest. I think it's no, I'd like to highlight yung sabi mo kanina na we should invest in ourselves first, no? So kung meron ka for example right now no 5K, 3K na willing ka invest that money talaga on yourself first. That means buying books, buying seminars, right? So, yun. I think
Mhm.
kasi ang gusto natin lagi na tipong kunyari, with the little amount that we want, is that agad-agad natin siya ma-multiply or
Yeah.
ma-compound. But people don't understand na tipong dapat talaga we should invest in ourselves, no? So, I think yun yung talagang best foundation when it comes to before you trade the stock market, ganyan. So, kasi
Right.
ang ibang ginagawa talaga, "Okay, meron akong 5K guys, ite-trade ko sa crypto kasi baka bukas 100% ko siya." Which doesn't happen all the time.
Yeah, it's possible, but
Yeah, it's possible, pero kasi, the question is, will you be able to sustain it or will you be able to do it again, right?
yeah, I
So,
agree.
yun.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Thank you
okay,
for that.
next question, hindi ko lang sure kung anong name niya, pero sabi niya, "If there are a lot of materials, mentors, and avenues to learn how to trade, bakit ang dami pa ding natatalo? What is the most single factor na naiisip niyong reason why about 80% lose in the stock market?"
Okay. So, basahin ko din. Crush ka po namin, Ma'am Dayan.
Ay nako.
So, yeah, that's actually true. If you think about it, here's the thing. Or whatever name you have. If you think about it, if 80% or 90% lose in the stock market, meaning the materials that you're seeing online, the mentors that you're seeing online, majority of them are also losers.
Mm.
Nagigets mo ba? Parang kung
Right.
sobrang liit ng population ng successful traders, and there's a lot of uh, mentors and a lot of materials, YouTube and all that, mga mentorships left and right. masyadong maraming materials. Don't you think that's BS din?
Right.
'Di ba? Don't you think there's a higher chance that part din sila ng 90% na yan? So, I I think what you need to do is just simply, you know, look at successful trader kung anong ginagawa nila. Legit successful traders, so traders really that has, you know, paved their way to the market, as in makita mo talaga transparency of how they do their trades. And like people like Mark Minervini. Imagine winning the, I mean, not winning yet, but I think he's winning the already the USEC or US Investment Championship. He has like 200% year to date. And then kasunod niya is like 15, 10%. Sobrang
Right.
laya na. What?
Grabe, no?
That's a $1 million account. So see Z or Boss Z was showing you his portfolio in the PSE from this amount to like 300%. Nagpapakita ng portfolio, and those people that really shows you how being transparent basically in looking at those people that that you can emulate, or you can replicate yourself from. So be very careful sa mga taong fina-follow nyo. Be very
Right.
careful
People you
uh,
listen to then.
people you listen to, because maybe there are these people are also part of that 90% of the traders that are losing in the market.
Yun.
And I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of reason why marami pa ring lugi, but I think that's one of the I just want to highlight it now, that part. Maybe risk management, they do not know, they don't have system, they don't have risk management. Yeah, it's given, but I think one of the highlights or underrated things are, looking at mentors or people that you can, it's legit, and you can emulate from
Yeah.
them.
And mentors who have also good values, no? I think one of the
Yeah,
reasons,
definitely.
yeah, one of the reasons din kasi I've been drawn to going to ZFT is yung values nga ng mentors natin and also the community. So for me, super important no as a trader. Okay, siguro let's take two more questions. So sabi ni Reynaldo, how long will it take to study trading?
Forever, I think. Even if now 6 years trading the PS, I'm still learning. I'm still getting something every day. Every day I learned something in the market. And maybe not in the technical side, but more on learning kung ano ka as a person. Okay, so
Right,
ano pala, matigas pala ulo to ko sa side na to. Something like that. But
right.
if you're referring to like studying system, you have a choice. Study on your own. Do not pay anything. Look at mentors. Get free materials online, YouTube or whatever, and then hope for the best na maging okay siya, di ba? There's a lot of people who done that. Mark Minervini does not have any mentors. Nagbasa lang libro, books like si William O'Neill. They don't have mentor talaga nagtutok sa kanila, right? But these guys survived,
Sila yung
and
by experience talaga,
yeah,
wala
by
silang
experience talaga. You can take that path. Z took that path, right? Walang mentor sa PSE, just looking at some traders that are
yeah,
doing well, and then maybe
years of
borrow
trial
some
and
ideas
error
from them.
talaga.
Yeah. Or you can take another option, which is like look for a community or mentorship, and then buy it. I
Yeah,
usually I usually use the word buy. System, buy the system. Learn from the traders. But again, you can always buy the system, but you cannot never buy experience. So in order for you to be a good engineer, doctor, whatever, still gotta have experience, and it takes time.
right. Okay, last question siguro from Reynaldo. How do I start? Any recommendation?
Um, well, bias ako kasi nandito tayo sa ZFT. Go with TFR, right? If you wanna start, go with Trading for Rookies. That's a free Facebook page um, na ginawa ng ZFT na and are handled by Kaizen Aces, right? So we have like free contents there and some modules that you can read and maybe participate to, and some houses that you can join and learn from these people. So that's one. Or you can go with a blueprint course that we have, which is good for I think 2.5 or something like that. That you can
Yeah,
learn
2.5.
in your own pace, video and reading materials too. So there's a lot of ways. Depende sa risk appetite mo and depende sa budget mo, or if you wala ka budget, like I mentioned, start with free stuff and all that. So we also have upcoming technical intensive pala on January. So you can
Yeah,
just PM the page, ZFreaks Tribe, and then learn from, I mean, look at the reviews and maybe ask some questions. Feel free to definitely do that.
right. Ako personally, no, sobrang I feel blessed na yung path ko in terms of yung trading journey ko was, I started with trading for rookies na Facebook group. As in, I just consumed lahat ng free contents there and then joined a group. And then, when I realize na parang, okay, parang hindi pa enough or like I'm still looking for that level up sa trading journey ko. That's when I took blueprint, ganyan. And then, when sabi ko, okay, parang gets ko na yung blueprint, ganyan. That's when I actually tried to experience for myself what it's like to trade for real, right? And then, doon ko na-realize when I was trading na as in with real port, ganyan. Sabi ko,
Mhm.
parang may kulang, ganyan. And I feel like people who are watching right now, and based from your questions, guys, no, you feel like parang may kulang sa edge ko or parang may mali. Ano yung kailangan kong baguhin sa sarili ko with my trading strategy, no? So that's when I realized, okay, sige, mag-invest ako for a course, right? So, personally kasi, I wanna treat trading as a profession. So, that's why I invested then on technical intensive class. I'm not really biased na tipong, guys, take technical intensive class kasi, we're ZFT. But then, yun nga, that's my personal journey talaga sa trader na when I took technical intensive, that's when I realized lahat ng mga maling ginagawa ko in trading. And I'm really thankful sa mga mentors natin, no, na with the years of experience, they really took the time to teach us what they learned through years of experience. So parang it's kind of like a shortcut kind of thing na
Yeah, a
um,
shortcut but not really
na
a shortcut.
shortcut pala. Yeah,
Parang
shortcut,
sa
but not
learning
really.
curve mo lang. It
Yeah, pang bilis
shortens
na.
your learning curve.
Right. Okay, so if you guys are wanting to know more about yung technical intensive course, so you can just message yung page and look at our page for more information about it. So yeah, I guess that's it, no, for our retrospect. Any last words, Boss Yuri, before we go?
Um, the market right now is starting to give us setups. There are some names that are strong, even though the market is a bit choppy. So we can still, I definitely believe that we can still trade them. We trade the individual stocks, not the index. But we gotta be a bit defensive on what's going on, especially approaching on this last quarter. So hopefully we'll have a good run. The market, I mean, the index is breaking out, and hope that you know we'll gain on and we'll have a Merry Christmas. I also
Merry Christmas.
started writing again sa blog ko, guys. I started
Yun.
putting some things in my blog. So sa mga isend, pwede mo bang
Send
isend
ko yung
isend
link
ko
ng
dito sa
blog para we could
and
also read it.
dito sa private chat. Can you send it?
Okay, sige, wait lang.
Yeah.
Lagay ko sa
So
comment.
I started writing again, and then hopefully you could learn from it, mga crazy stuff and any market related things. So yun, I've been able sa writing sa blog ko for about 8-9 months. I think was focused
Mm.
on Trading Republic, and since may ano na leaders na and marami na kami, so yeah, I thought that okay, I
Sustainable na.
wanna start, yeah, I wanna start writing again.
Yun. Okay, so thank you so much, Boss Yuri, no, for tonight, for guesting Retrospect and walking us through yung performance ng ZFT Capital. And thank you everyone for watching. No, I hope na ang dami niyong natutunan. And again, for more information about trading for rookies, blueprint, and our course on January, so just message our page. And kung nasan man kayo ngayon sa ano 'no, sa Pilipinas, ingat kayo kasi alam ko may bagyo, right? So, ingat kayo guys, and once again, this has been Retrospect, the ZFT Capital Review, and good night.
Night, guys.
Wimba wappa 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 system ko wimba wappa wimba wappa wimba wappa wimba wappa wimba wappa wimba wappa wimba system ko kung ang trades mo'y palaging talo, mag-ZFT ka na. Kung ang losses mo ay tumodo, mag-ZFT ka na. Ang system ko kung ikaw ay palaging FOMO, mag-ZFT ka na. Kung ang port mo'y di nagbabago, mag-ZFT ka na. Ang system
What is Trading Republic? No, wait. Who cares? The question is, what can Trading Republic be for you? And you know what they say? Show, don't tell. Join the best trading community ever.